Hello gang, welcome back to J3 Thailand. Now, we just started this less than 24 hours ago, so we're just kind of like playing around with it. So we're not professionals, we don't want to be professionals. This is a hobby, we're finding something new to do. But last night, out of the blue, my wife's like, we gotta make a video with the drone. Well, you can't do anything at nighttime, so I did the best I can and I promised part 2. Now, this isn't a drone channel. I'm such a... Did you hear that? Did you see Man Mafia over there? Yeah. That's Man Mafia in charge, in the background, checking, making sure everything's going all right. But anyways, it's not a drone channel. I just happen to have a drone at the time we started. So everything you have that's new is kind of like important. So this is... Yeah, you hear this? I'm getting criticized. So, part 2 drone. What I'm going to do now is go over some technical data. I'm not a drone pilot. YouTube has very many drone sites that I too used. I'm not going to call them off, but they're out there. Just Google or YouTube drone, whatever drone you want, and you're going to get everything you need. I'm nowhere near that caliber. They're up here, they're drone gods. I'm somewhere down here with the mushrooms, okay? But I'm learning. But anyways, I've got the F11. F11, okay? SJRC F11 4K Pro, like I said last night. But some things I just wanted to go over is give you some data real quick. And excuse, I'm wearing glasses. I'm used to wearing sunglasses. I've worked in the desert a long time. So I hope it doesn't turn you off, but if it does, you can go ahead and exit now. So anyways, JRC or SJRC F11 4K Pro. It weighs 585 grams with the battery. So at that weight, you're going to have to register. Technically, you need to register with that whatever host nation you're in. I'm in Thailand. I'm looking up everything I need to try and do to register there. The United States, I'm sure they're very strict. So check your local registration requirements wherever you're from. It is true 4K, okay, on both the camera and the video. That's 3840 by 2160p. So it is true 4K. A lot of drones out there say we're 4K, but only the camera is 4K, not the video. So be careful. I almost got caught up in that. I use an SD card. Let's see. SD card is located right in this slot right here. I use a 32 gig for my SD card. I didn't want to get anything too big. I heard that sometimes it has a hard time working all the data. I'm not technical on that, but they all recommend 32 gig. Now, one thing you have to do with a 4K is make sure that it's a U3 rated card. And on all the new latest cards with the 4K video out, it's rated either U1, U2, U3. So I've got a U3, it works great. Brushless motors, which are more powerful, more efficient, they last longer, 1806 brushless motors. The 2-axis gimbal with EIS, electronic imaging stabilization. Now, some people are like, well, it's not a 3-axis gimbal. No, it doesn't have yaw. It has tilt and roll, no yaw. But with the EIS, it's still very good. It's very smooth. I like it. We're in the front yard. Last night we were in the backyard. It's 5 o'clock. Everybody's going home. We have a huge dirt pile over here that everyone's getting dirt from, and this is where they do the work. So I hope you hear all this. Sorry about that. GPS GLONASS, Global Positioning Satellite, is the American system. GLONASS is the Russian system, which stands for Global Navigation Satellite System. So you get the both the best worlds wherever you are. The battery is an 11.1 volt. It's 2,500 milliamps, and your approximate flying time is going to be about 26 minutes, okay? I've got 2 batteries. I got a 3rd battery coming, so I can get me a solid hour. The optical flow sensor, which is usually located right here. Okay, as you can tell, this one does not have it. They have the system set to have it. Now, I have seen online, it was a F11S or F11J model that had the optical flow sensor. All that does is help stabilize you for flying indoors. I'm not flying this thing inside, so I haven't felt the need for it, and everything I saw and read did not require, you really don't need it as long as you got the GPS that alone is working for you. Cool. Now, my camera woman behind here is starting to give me the, come on, technical data. It's boring. Let's move on. I'm almost done. 2 more minutes. It does have waypoint flight. You can set waypoints and let it go do its thing. It has GPS follow me. It also has image recognition follow me. All right. It has return to home. It has 3 different versions of it. It has smart return home. You push the button on the controller, return home, it comes back. If it gets a low battery below X amount of voltage, it's going to come back home from where it took off. And it's also got a failed connection. On your Wi-Fi, it has a failed connection. It's going to be like, hey man, I ain't getting no instructions. What am I going to do? Oh, well, I guess I'll come home. Okay. So that's the technical data. It does have a nice case. Okay. Here's the case. Pretty cool, pretty nice. I've seen some guys throw it in a backpack, whatnot. Open her up. You got a little pouch up here. And then, of course, your drone goes inside here, which is sitting out. The controller, spare battery, and anything else that you might deem necessary. I have instructions on how to start up because I was a brick and had to, 8 steps in a row, but I got it down. All right. So it is a pretty nice case. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and start this bad boy up. See if I can't crash it. But if I crash it, I'm in trouble because like I said, it's not a cheap drone, but it's not top of the line. It's somewhere in the middle there, which is what I like. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and cut for a second. No, we're not. You want to cut, you want to just keep going. I got about 5-10 more minutes.
It's okay.
It's okay. While I'm getting this set up, Judy, say hi. There's Judy behind the camera.
Hi.
Go ahead and show yourself. No, nothing. We showed Mafia.
Yeah.
Mafia Matt. Well, look. She's
Hello.
Wake up,
I'm
Matt.
Judy. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you. Okay. Now, let's see. We're going to try a flight. I haven't flown this thing in about a day. I was getting pretty good at it, but you know what happens? Anything on camera, you're going to crash and burn. Let's hope we don't. All right. So, my gimbal cover is already off. Always take that gimbal cover off because if you leave the gimbal cover on and you hit the power button, your gimbal is going to center itself, and so you run the risk of damaging that gimbal with it not being able to move. Gimbal cover is off. Step 2, press and hold the battery. Boom, there you go. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. Got some good background music in the background. Daughter's in the living room getting down with Billie Eilish, I guess it is. You can't really see it. It is broad daylight. It's very bright today. It's Thailand. It's hot. The lights are on. I am now going to turn on my controller. Okay, controller's on. Hopefully, yes. Now the lights have blinked white and blue. The drone and the controller have recognized each other. You will need to calibrate your gyros or your gimbal to make sure that it's on a good plane of horizon. That's both the sticks go up and to the outside. Okay. Once that's completed, I'm now going to set my GPS, make sure I've got a good connection, which is going to be up and in. Up and in. All right. If you notice, the lights have turned color on us, which is good. Turn horizontal, 360 degrees. Okay. Backlights are steady. And then I'm going to tilt the drone down. Some people just spin it I go around in a circle because if I spin it, I know I'm going to drop this thing eventually one day. So I'm going to turn my camera down. 360-degree turn, and it works just the same as spinning it in your hand. Okay. Now lights are flashing again. What it's doing at this time is it's trying to track satellites, either GPS or GLONASS. Okay. While it's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my Wi-Fi connection. There it is, SJF Pro, serial number. Check on that. No. And then I need my app, so I can go ahead and control it. Okay. All right, and if you have noticed, the lights are steady. I know it's very bright out, you probably can't see anything. We have enough satellites, it tells me you have satellites ready to fly. Okay. Well, I really hope I don't crash this thing. If I do, you'll never see it because we just won't air the video. Yeah. All right, so boom, boom. I know you probably can't see much. Shazam, SJRC. Wow. Okay, and there's the camera showing vision out to the front. All right, so right now, everything is set to run. Let me move all this stuff out of the way so I don't smash into it. Move this over here. Judy can go ahead and give you a panoramic of the house in the front yard. There's that. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, running around. All right, now to start it up, this does have automatic takeoff, but you got to start the props. Props are down and to the inside, down to the inside. Oh, here comes Pumpkin. I've chased Pumpkin around with it a couple times. Okay, then I'm gonna go hit automatic takeoff, or I can just use my sticks and take off. Automatic takeoff, make sure you're not in danger of hitting anything, blah, 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 blah. I waited too long. Once you start the motors, if you don't do anything in 20 seconds, they shut down. So let's see if I can get it again. All right, bam. Bam. Yeah, did you hear Mafia back there? Like, woo! All right, so I'm doing nothing right now. That's GPS and GLONASS, keeping it pretty stable. If I had the optical flow sensor underneath, it would be even more stable. Here comes the motorbike. It's still just a motorbike. Okay, so I'm not really going to record. I'm just going to fly it around a little bit. We'll go to the left, go to the right. That's yaw. To the left. Come back to the right. Come on down. Whoa! Go back forward. Come down. See how close I can get to the right.
No, not too close, please.
Close enough?
I will keep your drone.
Right, put it around. Alright. Yep. You can always chase the dog. So, yeah, anyways, it does work. I can fly. I'm still learning. I'm very new. Just wanted to show you part 2. And originally I got it just to look at the top of the roof because I can't climb up there. I needed to see. But the thing is going up. You want more up?
Yeah. More. Wow.
I guess that's pretty high enough. Turn it around.
Can you see that?
No, they probably can't see anything anyway. But
Yeah.
we're gonna come back down. There it is. So, go let me land this thing because we're pretty much done with this. I'm going to hit here. Let me go out and up, and then all I'm going to do is hit return to home, and it should come within a few meters of where it took off. We hope. Here it comes. Don't crash. It turns around. Not yet. Go back, go back, go back. It worked. Okay. So anyways,
นานอ่ะ
that's the
ครึ่งชั่วโมงแล้ว
SJRC F11 4K Pro, and I'm a cherry flyer. I'm brand new. So if I can do it, anybody can. Okay. So I guess in conclusion, it's just a hobby. We started this channel just last night out of a whim. Wife likes doing things. She's much more up on the technical skill of things. I'll learn it from her because when she goes to work 5-6 days a week, I'll probably have to slap a few things together and it probably won't be as good. But challenge yourself. Always keep yourself entertained wherever you live, whether you're in North America, South America, Ukraine, Korea, Australia. We're in Thailand, okay? And this is our home. We're inviting you in. See how we live? We live in the south of Thailand. We're down in the tail on the Gulf of Thailand. And Mafia has had enough. She's heading out. I'd help her, but she won't take it. Ain't she sweet? So, have a good day. This is part 2. We'll see how it works out. And oh, one thing, our little YouTube site, J3 Thailand, some of it's going to be in Thai because my wife has many Thai friends who likes to know what's going on. Some of it's going to be in English for those of us who don't speak the lingo too much, okay? So check us out from time to time. Sometimes you'll see some of my uploads and sometimes you'll see my wife's uploads, but still, the video is still entertaining. From J3 Thailand, peace.